Hi, I'm Kim, and today I'm going to take you on a tour through the very exciting world of technology for language learners. There has never been a better time to learn a new language. The diverse array of tools available is vast and growing. Today, I'm going to demonstrate those tools for you for someone who is learning Mandarin Chinese, but these tools are available to for just about every language out there. I will say, as an equity issue, that languages which have many users online, such as Mandarin or Spanish or English, do have more tools available. But even smaller languages such as Oromo or Salish or Chuukese all have things available online to help the learner of that language. So let's get started. Here is the old way. Here's the old school dictionary. For Mandarin, nothing has revolutionized my learning more than the touchscreen dictionary. And I'll show you why. Because if I want to look up a word, I can just write it on there, look it up, and there's my definitions. I can click on it. I can see what the stroke order is and how to write it. I can see all kinds of cool things, characters, words that it would be in, sentences that it would be in, and I can make a flashcard with it. This is the Pleco dictionary, Pleco. Pleco is one of the best tools out there, but there are lots of other online dictionaries as well. So let's take a look at those. Many of the traditional paper based reference works that a person would often use to start learning a language are now available in tech form. They're available in digital form, and people can choose to supplement their paper resources with online resources, or they can just go full digital. Uh, Great example is a dictionary. A dictionary is one of the fastest things to use online compared to using a paper copy. This one's Yellow Bridge. Yellow Bridge is an excellent dictionary. It's the one that I'm choosing because it links to Mango Chinese, or Mango languages, I should say, which I'll demonstrate to you guys in a little bit. But it's a really great dictionary. You can look up whatever words you need to look up. There are also wonderful grammar references online. This is the Chinese Grammar Wiki, which readers can submit to. You pick a specific grammar topic, and then you have all of these wonderful examples. I tell my students to scroll so that you can't see the English and try to read before, but all of these grammar points are available online. One thing that people use a lot is Google Translate. I'd like to also point out that Google Translate is not the only online translator. I personally really enjoy DeepL. I think DeepL is a great translator. The only problem with DeepL for Mandarin compared to Google Translate is that it doesn't have pinyin, which is, you can see in the wiki, that's the romanization of Chinese so that I can read it even if I can't read the characters. Not to fear, we have got an extension. Extensions are a really great place. Google Chrome extensions are a really great place to look for language learning tools. This one is called Zhongjong, and as you can see, as I scroll over characters, it tells me what these words mean, how to pronounce them. It's very cool. Highly recommended. Uh, Zhongjong, it's just in the extension, the Chrome App Store, and very, very useful. Now, many libraries have provided access to their patrons to ordinarily paid online resources. One of the most popular language databases, language learning platforms that's available at libraries around the United States is Mango Languages. Mango Languages is awesome. It has, I believe, it has over 70 languages available to learn. You can also learn English as a second language, specific to your first language. So, say that you were a Mandarin native speaker, you could you could use Mango languages to also learn English, and the directions would be to you in Mandarin, so in a language that you understood. So you can just see, you click through to some, you've got goals, conversational goals. All right. We don't have to listen to the whole thing, but you can see that it's got an audio element. It's got, uh, there's all kinds of cool stuff with Mango languages. Private apps, there's a million private apps for learning Mandarin, for learning languages. You've got Duolingo, probably the most popular one out there right now because it is free. There are ads, and that's how it stays free. You can just progress through your journey on starting to give a tour of your home. Duolingo does some interesting things in terms of making you like utilizing the addictive nature of cell phones and technology that we decry in a lot of places, but Duolingo and a lot of these other apps makes use of tech addiction to help you continue to learn a language, to not burn out, to not give up, to remember to do it. There's a great book called Irresistible by Adam Alter, who explains some of the ways that tech is addictive, which include giving feedback, which these apps do. So does Mango Languages. I don't want to differentiate those unnecessarily. Um, it gives you goals. I turned my notifications on for this, and it does not stop reminding me of my goals. So that's good. And it's gamified. You've got your streak here. You're supposed to try to keep up your streak. You get points. Um, you get all hearts. I'm not really sure what the hearts do. But these are all elements that help to make someone stick to a language learning program. One of the great benefits of online tools for language learning is that you can communicate and collaborate with other learners around the world. After all, the entire point of learning a language is to be able to communicate with other people, so it makes a lot of sense that people would be helping each other with these things. One of the best ones out there is Anki, and this Anki is for any language. I've just got it pulled up to Mandarin. Anki is a flashcard program that allows you to make your own flashcards, make your own decks, and then you can also download decks that other people have made, and then you can use them in the app. So once you've downloaded it, you can study it, you can look at it and see what is the answer. This is 1E. It's got example sentences. You can play it again. Really cool. I get to rate it. I can say that's very easy. Don't ask me it again. Here's R. Show this answer. This means 2. 一加一 等于 R. Cool. So that's very easy. So that's a very cool program to use, and especially the fact that you can download these things that other people have made or upload the ones that you have made. Finding a community is a really important part of learning a language and sticking with it. And there are a lot of language forums online, including Linguaholic, where you can ask questions, general study apps, find translations, uh, talk to other teachers about teaching if you are teaching the language, find language exchange partners, uh, promote any kind of video games that you may have made to help people. Really a wonderful thing. Speaking of collaboration, the big daddy, Reddit /language learning, Reddit /Chinese learning, Reddit /Spanish learning, Reddit /any language learning are excellent places to go to. We've got a discussion thread, find language partners, ask questions, get accent feedback, just ask a question to the community. Very cool. I asked it, what are some of the best podcasts for learning Mandarin? And here's a wonderful thread here that shows you all of these podcasts. Speaking of podcasts, podcasts are an excellent way for language learners to develop their listening skills. This is Chinese Pod. It is perfectly acceptable as solely an audio resource. It works really well. It also comes with online videos as well. We're going to take just a quick look at how that sounds.
So how do we say clinic and hospital in Mandarin Chinese?
Okay, if you want to say hospital, it's 医院. But if you want to say clinic in Chinese, it's 诊所.
Right.
So it also comes with, you've got the dialogue down here, you've got vocabulary that you can take a look at. So there's a lot of extra materials available. While podcasts are mostly audio, audio-visual tools are extremely important to use, and that leads us to YouTube. YouTube is one of the best tools for learning languages. All I had to put in the search bar was learn Chinese, and I have thousands of videos at my disposal. As you scroll through, as you start getting used to them as a language learner, you can subscribe to the ones that really make sense to you and follow them and go through entire curricula that these YouTubers have developed. And then maybe you eventually will get to a point where you can make your own videos about your language learning journey. But maybe you need something a little bit more direct and one-on-one. And in that case, there are a number of places where you can find language partners or language tutors. italki is one of the places where you can find paid tutors. This would be a really cool thing for a library to sponsor, some kind of interactive partnership like this, that might be behind a paywall for someone who couldn't afford it. So, always an interesting option. And in the same vein, going on meetup.com, great way to find any events that might be happening. You can see I'm in Portland, Oregon, and it's online. Not a ton of stuff that is in person, unfortunately, here, but there was one. But in a larger place, I know that for Spanish there are a huge number of events, so Meetup is always worth considering. And now we get to the new frontier, the most emergent technology for language learning. AI, generative AI, ChatGPT. I did this as an experiment the other day. I just asked AI, 你可以帮助我? Oh, it didn't switch. 可以帮助我学习中文？你可以帮助我学习中文吗? And look, it starts. It's like, of course I can. I can help you study Chinese. What would you like to learn about? And I can ask it, can you say that in English and Pinyin? There you go. I can say a list of colors. Great. This is spectacular. And obviously, as noted by the 2023 EDUCAUSE Horizon Action Plan, they have their September issue entirely devoted to generative AI like this. And there's a great short call for research by Han Jiao Hong in 2024. This is the beginning of this year. This is so new, that is asking language teachers, use this, find the ways to use this. There are definitely ways to use this. I may have treated my Mandarin Chinese students as a little bit of a guinea pig on this and asked them to play with ChatGPT for about 15 minutes like this and see if it could help them. I don't think it worked very well for my first year kids, but my second year kids were able to use it, and my advanced kids really were. So there are some really interesting things coming in language technology with when it comes to generative AI and Chat GPT in particular. That's gonna be fascinating, and I can't wait to see and develop some of the new tools using this new emerging technology. As you can see, the technology for learning languages is evolving quickly, and it's very exciting to imagine what new changes might be just beyond the horizon. Some people might say that with all of the developments in language technology, that language learning itself might be rendered obsolete by technology, particularly by the increasing accuracy of speech recognition technology, by instantaneous talk to text and translator tools. But human beings love to communicate, and they're going to continue to learn languages. They're going to continue to learn languages for fun, for work, for travel, for bragging rights, for neurological health, and to be able to communicate with people without the intermediary of a screen or an audio device. They just have so many tools available to them now, and it's on us as library professionals to stay aware of what technology there is so that we can guide language learners on their journey. Thank you. Have a lovely day.